Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. And somebody in chat said, tisk tisk on ATB. They didn't send you guys Frankie Candles' way, but we still got 171 people in here to start out this stream. And guys, tonight is a special one. We officially hit 30,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Absolutely insane. Hopefully I'm not blowing out everybody's eardrums. I'm sure I probably am. Shout out to Dave Digital. I'm just kidding. It's okay, ATB. You guys call me out like every single day. I can't hate on you for missing one day. But guys, we hit 30,000 subscribers on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. You see it here on the wall. Absolutely mind-blowing. I cannot believe we have 30,000 people that watch this YouTube channel and are learning how to trade crypto and make money, whether the price is going up or down. It's been, we're creeping up on a year of starting this YouTube channel. We're not quite there yet. We're about 8 or 9 months in, I think. And we've already hit 30,000 subscribers, and it's not like they're just any random people, guys. We've built such an amazing community. It's insane. Our Discord is filled with people. One of the #1 messages that I get in my Discord on my Twitter is, Frankie, thank you so much. Actually, Tony D just sent me, somebody messaged him and was like, I can't believe your Discord is so helpful. Everybody in there is a good person. There's no toxicity, no trash talking. You guys just have a good time. I pop in there. We have a lot of fun, and there's a lot of really good TA, a lot of good traders, and a lot of educational stuff in that Discord. And we've just built out a family of super, super good people. I literally could not ask for more. And someone said, congrats on your 30K. And I said, you mean our 30K, guys. I am just the guy on camera. This YouTube channel is absolutely nothing without you guys. The CandleMafia is this YouTube channel. And it's just insane. I just want to say thank you so much. I feel like every time we hit another 10K, I do a little speech in the beginning of my streams, and I know 30K is really nothing, especially when you compare it to like 1 million. But it's just crazy. Just when you never think you'll be here until you never think you're gonna get to the destination until you get there, and it's a crazy ride, and I'm couldn't be more happy to be backed by the CandleMafia. Some of the best people. 99.9% of you guys I haven't even met in real life, and I feel like I know you guys personally. Super, super cool. I don't want to take up too much time. I just wanted to say thank you so much. It's like every time when we hit 20K, I was like, are we really going to hit 30K one day? And then like, here we are. It just happens so fast. And it's just amazing. You guys are the absolute best. I see the super chats. I will get to these in a couple of minutes. You guys are crazy. And I mean that. We don't just have like any random followers. Like, I know most of you by name. And it's crazy. I've never met you in real life. A lot of times I could just see your profile picture. I know who you are. It's super cool. We talk every single day. We get to hang out for 2 hours and do what I love, TA and trade, together with you guys. And I get to help you guys make money in the process. I got a message today of someone saying that their life changed. They've been trading full time now for 6 months just based off what they learned on the channel. And that's my main goal for the channel. Hitting these subscriber milestones is awesome. As the channel grows, it's super cool. But guys, my real favorite thing here is getting those messages of you guys changing your own lives, applying what you've learned here. And it's absolutely insane. I can't believe it. Thank you a million times over. The CandleMafia is my family. I love you guys. You're the best. I don't want to waste too much time. Just thank you so much. This is crazy. Shout out to the CandleMafia. You guys are absolutely savage. And hey, you got to cheers some Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. Here's to 40K, guys. We'll be there probably before Bitcoin, or maybe at the same time. I feel like we could probably hit 40K. Maybe Bitcoin comes up for a relief, or maybe Bitcoin hits 3K and we hit 40. Either way, here's to 40K, guys, and here's to the best community on YouTube. I am forever blessed, and I will never take the community that I have behind me for granted. I mean that from the deep, deep pits of my soul. I will never take this for granted. I will always try to answer every message I can. That's why I stay up late. It's why I work so hard. It's because I truly feel blessed to have what I have, and I will never take that for granted. You have my word. I love each and every single one of you. That's all the time I got for tonight. Frankie Candles out. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Salud, my paisans. Here's to 40K with the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. But, guys, let's get right into the show. We have another amazing show for you tonight. Bitcoin. Boring. Just straight sideways action, guys. But you guys know we make it fun. And you know, there's some money to be made in these sideways markets. And we're going to take a look at that. We're taking a look at Bitcoin. I'm going to let you guys know where I think the price is headed, right? We are actually holding very important support right now. I'm going to break down what that is and why it's so important, and if we break these levels, where I would expect price to come to. I'm going to show you guys where I'm looking for longs, where I'm looking for shorts. We're going to check out some altcoins that might be set up for some good short opportunities. Hint, hint. You guys might have been talking about some of them in the chat, but we're going to take a look at all that, guys. And then I kind of want to just pull up a blank Bitcoin chart and just look at a blank chart and just try to look at what is the worst case for Bitcoin. Because as you guys know, we've been pointing to these higher time frames set up with bull divs, right? Like that's not a the bullish divergences on the higher time frames are not they're a real thing. They are there, but we're really just not seeing them do much. Now, granted, it does take time to play out on those high time frames. But, you know, we're just not seeing that juice just yet. And you guys know this market is crazy, and we like to be prepared whether the price goes up or down. And until those higher time frames actually get invalidated, you know, I will lean a little bit bullish, but we have to cover the bear case. And I feel like we really haven't covered the bear case here, you know, the apocalyptic bear case. And I know a lot of people, some people out there on YouTube are pretty bearish, so I'm going to just cover the bear case a little bit. We'll spend a little bit of time looking at a fresh chart and, you know, pull some really interesting volume profiles, see where the volume's being traded at, and where we could expect to come if we break certain levels. So we got a stream tonight, guys, jam-packed, full of that sauce. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that like button. For every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure, where you guys will all have a chance to win some free crypto. No NFTs. We're doing crypto now, guys. I think we gave away XRP last time. Maybe we'll give away some Cardano this week. And for 30,000 subscribers, guys, we're going to give away some Frankie Candles t-shirts. I think we're going to give away the logo tees, maybe a hat. I haven't really fully decided yet. Maybe one of these dope Frankie Candles hats. But yeah, we're gonna give away something cool for 30K. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Again, guys, thank you so much for 30,000 subscribers. Absolutely insane. And before we jump into the charts, I do just want to give some love to these super chats. Unforgettable Name says, "Congrats on 30K, boss. It's been so much fun watching this grow. 100K is just around the corner." Shout out to Unforgettable Name. You have been here forever. I appreciate all the support. And yeah, I mean, you've been right beside us as we've come up. Super, super cool. Love to see you in here, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. We got another one from Cobra. Shout out to Cobra with the $7.77 super chat. It says, "Congrats. Thanks for all you do." Of course, guys, you don't have to thank me. I do it for the Mafia. You guys do so much for me. So the least I can do is give you guys back some value on this YouTube channel. CryptTKO, 30K, congrats. Thank you, bro. Literally, guys, I am just the guy on camera. You guys are this entire YouTube channel. So with that being said, let's go ahead. I just want to say hi to a couple people in chat here. Javit the Barber, what is going on, man? Thank you for being here. He says, "What? I just got in and you say Frankie Candle's out." Javit, I tricked you, brother. I tricked you. And Javi, don't judge me, bro. This is like the longest I've gone without a haircut. But Frankie Candle's schedule is kind of tight. I'm going to try to get one this weekend or maybe later this week. But shout out to you, bro. One day, I will pay you top dollar to fly out here to ATL and give Frankie Candles a haircut. What's going on, man? Thank you for being here. Bubba's Crypto, as always. Love you, Frankie. Love you back, Bubba's. You've been here forever. Absolutely appreciate all the support, man. Thank you so much. King Base, what is going on? Frankie's net worth is the Matrix backdrop. Dang right. You know it. Is it $1 million? Is it $2 million? Is it $5? Or is it just the Matrix code falling in that green font? I think you guys know the answer. Chusei Crypto, thank you for being here, bro. Says, get in that Discord, people. If you're not in the free Discord, get in there, guys. We're spitting the sauce out there very, very often. Hey, we might soon. Listen, I don't want to say too much here. But I'm just saying, maybe sometime in the very near future, there will be a place, a wonderland, a crypto wonderland that you could go to and get Frankie Candles, not only Frankie Candles TA, but Frankie Candles trade setups, maybe some scalp setups, maybe some swing setups on the daily, maybe some exclusive live stream. I don't know. Maybe something like that. I don't know. It's like a place you could be. But you're going to have to buy a ticket to get in. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, it's not important, guys. It's not important. Anyway, moving on. Anonymous, as always, he says, ping pong, not bing bong. Ping pong. What is going on, Anonymous? Thank you for being here, bro. Anonymous is our funniest CandleMafia member if you dare to challenge him. Let's see. Jonathan Anderson, as always, thank you for being here, man. Always happy to see you in here. Says, thanks for everything. This is really great info and such a great community. Thank you so much, Jonathan Anderson. You've been here forever, man. Satoshi Glakamoto, what is going on, man? Welcome back. Thank you for being here, bro. Jason Smith, love this channel. Congrats, Frankie. Jason, I appreciate you, man. It's all because of you guys. Matthew Barnes, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Snipers Nightmare, as always, happy to have you here. Repping the Otter Gang. Let's go. Dave Digital, hashtag Otter Gang, with his custom blue wrench. Love it. Raveen, welcome. Love from Sri Lanka. Shout out to Raveen. I hope I am saying your name right. Said, finally catching Frankie Candles live. Well, Raveen, I'm talking to you directly, bro. Welcome to the live stream. Hope this is your first of many. Get ready, buckle up. It's a good time. And make sure your pockets are deep to stuff with that cash. Shout out to Mountain Man. Says, did you get Moose's pick on Discord? Yeah, I did. He sent me a picture that was it was somebody sitting in an interrogation room or someone going crazy, and it said, "Tell us, Frankie Candles, are the bullish higher time frames in the room with us right now?" And the answer is they're here. The question is, are they alive or are they just dead? Shout out to Anonymous. Again, our funniest Candle Mafia member. Well, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here. Crypto DGen, what is going on? Best sauce in the game. I appreciate that, bro. And speaking of sauce, Il Hero says, ding dong. Lucho says, I think I'm looking at a bearish hidden div on the 1 hour for BTC. I think I learned something on a new video. Stochastic RSI. Shout out to you, Lucho. Thank you for being here. Il Hero, King Base, and Gregor, what is going on? Brian Popham, gotta be my first time live. Your energy is fire. Let's go. Shout out to Brian. I appreciate that, man. We keep it, and you know how we get that energy. It's from that Aztecian Cactus Moss order. We got 375 people in here. I appreciate every single one of you. And without further ado, Chemistry Bro and Jiren are in the chat. 30K stream, let's go, absolutely. And with all that being said, guys, let's Frankie, you're going to be big. My lad, I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. Captain Kirk in the chat. What is going on, Cap? I hope you're doing well. I think you're working a lot. I saw you talking in chat before. Never feel stressed out about missing a stream, Cap. Do your thing. We'll always be here waiting for you. We love you. Shout out to all of our mods, Crypto Billy, Crypto A9. You guys know them all. Shout out to every single one of them. They help me so much with this channel. And without further ado, guys, I don't want to keep you waiting too long because you guys know Bitcoin's doing some crazy, crazy stuff. I'm being sarcastic, guys. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the charts. But if you guys want to, real quick before we jump in, if you guys want to enter to win the giveaway this week, we're giving away maybe Cardano, maybe XRP, maybe who knows. But we're going to be giving away some crypto. If you want to enter, one of the mods will drop the link in the chat. It is to our new video, which could be talking about divergences, showing you guys how to spot different types of divergences. Super, super jam-packed with that sauce, as somebody just said. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the charts. All right, here we go. Let's see. Connor Anderson, what is going on, man? Thank you for being here. Somebody said, is this a shout-out stream or a crypto stream? Well, shout-out to you. This is half a shout-out stream, half a crypto stream, because we got to show love to the community, because you don't hit 30K subscribers without a killer community. So you got to show them some love, just so you know if you're new here. We do show our followers some love. We don't just, you're not just numbers to me, that's for sure. D Petty Crypto, what is going on, man? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, bro. All right, so this is Matic, guys. This is not what we're starting off on. We are going to start off here on Bitcoin. Let me pull up a bear chart just so we can cover a nice clean chart here. So, as you guys know, we talk about these bullish signals on the higher time frames. And basically what we're talking about when I mention this, I'm going to cover this for like 30 seconds because we've been talking about this for a while. I think most of you probably know what we're looking at here. But bullish divergence, forming on the higher daily time frames as well as the weekly, right? This is what we're talking about, right? You have your low on your momentum wave with your higher low, and then you have your low and your lower low on price, right? This typically could give us a big move up. However, not really seeing too much, not really, getting too much oomph out of this. Same thing on all these higher daily time frames. You do have your 6-day confirmed green dot, your 5-day confirmed green dot, your 4-day confirmed green dot. I'm sorry, printing a green dot on the 4 and 5 day, confirmed on the 3 day. Excuse me. And then your 2 day with the money flow crossover into the green. Now, we covered this. This is... with the money flow crossover on the 2 day, I've shown this. It's a pretty rare occurrence. The last time we had a money flow crossover into the green was right about here, which we did actually wind up falling a little bit before coming back up to the upside. And then the time before that, guys, was basically, right after the March 2020 dump. I think we all know what was happening there before getting that massive run up. Now, I'm not saying this 2 day money flow crossover is going to bring us up 1,000%. I'm not saying that at all. But if it does play out in a bullish manner, we could see a decent pump, potentially, in my opinion, first we would want to come up here and test these highs at about 22K. And if we can break that, potentially come up and test these range highs of about 25K right up here. A weekly and high, these higher daily time frames as well as the weekly, if they do remain bullish, could definitely bring us up there. But you want to remember we're in a bear market with super, super uncertain macro conditions. So you want to be careful because, obviously I always warn you guys with money flow crossovers to be aware of the fake out, right? We always talk about that red wave coming up for a breath of air before just coming back down into a bigger red wave, right? So we could totally see something like this happen, so you want to be careful. Another reason I would be very careful with this 2 day money flow crossover is because obviously we've covered this. On the 5 day, we do have a confirmed yellow X, right? Typically, these do give us a big move down. So right now, it's essentially a coin toss. I know we have some news coming out from the Fed. I think it's in the beginning of November. So hopefully we don't just wind up moving sideways until that news, and then that news is what we have to wait for to get some volatility, because that's kind of what it seems like, right? We just kind of go sideways, and then we get some kind of news out of the Fed or whatever, and then you get crazy volatility, but then price just kind of settles balanced, right? It kind of balances out by the end of the day. You get a big rip up and then a big dump, and then it kind of settles where it was. And we've seen that for the past couple of news events. So hopefully we don't have to wait till the beginning of November. If we go the rest of this month sideways, guys, like I said, I think I might change the name of this YouTube channel to Frankie Sandals, and then we'll just review flip-flops, because it would be much more interesting. No, I'm just kidding, guys. There's money to be made on these sideways markets. You guys know that. That's essentially the bread and butter right now, is just on these lower time frames, playing the ranges, and I'm going to give you guys the levels that we're trading in just a minute. But there is definitely money to be had in these sideways ranges, especially using the volume profile, getting those key levels, and just shorting the highs, longing the lows, obviously with your bullish confirmations on Market Cipher B or Lux Algo or whatever it may be. Your other TA and your other confirmations would obviously have to come and play there. But there's definitely money to be had in a sideways market. So I'm going to break that down and kind of show you guys how I'm attacking this market from a trading standpoint. And then we're going to cover, again, like I said, we'll come up to a naked chart, and I'll kind of just break down if we do wind up getting this lower low, where I expect price to come, and kind of where, I'll show you exact levels that I am watching and why. Right? We're not just picking random levels of support and resistance. We're using volume to figure out where the points of interest are, and where there is no interest, and where we can expect price to fall through quickly, and where we could find good support, where we might find a little bit of support. And I'm going to break it all down for you guys. But with that being said, obviously, I just looked at those higher time frames, still not looking too bad. Really what I'm waiting to see here, if I see this money flow on the 2 day come back over into the red, this is where I'm thinking, you know what, these bullish setups on those higher time frames are probably not going to play out. But as long as that money flow is over that zero line, you have to assume that there is at least a chance we can get a move up here. And again, you also want to realize that we are at extremely important support, guys. Extremely important support. And then as I pull up our cycle chart here, I come over to the weekly time frame, you could kind of just see the significance. And I'm going to pull this up in a minute or a little later in the stream when we kind of look at where Bitcoin can kind of go, in the most apocalyptic situation. But obviously, we are kind of hanging out right here at that 2017 all-time high. We are actually below it. Unfortunately, it looks like we've dropped down and bearishly retested, looking to fight back up here, but we are kind of below it, right? So, but we are essentially at that key level of support. So this is why this is such important support. This is not just some random level, right? This is the previous all-time high, and we're kind of starting to lose this level, which is making me a little bit nervous. But actually, something I want to do here before we go back to our regular analysis and I show you guys the levels that I'm looking at to get in and out of trades and how I'm playing the market in the short term, because these long-term moves are just not happening just yet, right? It's just kind of boring. But I want to pull up a moving average here. I want to pull up the 200 moving average right here. Just change this. Boom. Oh, not the 9200. Not the 9200. The 200. And this is kind of, we talked about this, guys, a while ago, right? And we were looking at the 200 moving average. Let me just beef this up a little bit. This is kind of hard to see. So, yeah, maybe it doesn't need to be that big. Okay, so, and I'm going to make it yellow. Boom. Okay, so you could see with the 200-week moving average here, we broke below it. This is where we were kind of getting nervous, right? And then it looked like we were going to break above, but it wound up just being a bearish retest. And when we were coming up here, I was saying, watch out for that bearish retest, because if we bearishly retest from this 200 moving average, or 200-week moving average, and we continue down, and then you could see we got another bearish retest here and another rejection. So this is kind of more on the bearish side, the fact that we can't get back above this 200-week moving average. And as you can see in the past, we've only wicked down here during the March 2020 dump. And then in the 2018 bear market, we wicked down to it a couple of times. And then down here in 2015, we actually did close a couple candles, but we barely came below it, right? So now we're starting to lose it. I think this wick did come down to the 300-week. Potentially. I'm not 100% sure. We could pull that up, when we actually take a look at this. But again, bearish retest, but we are at critical support. So, I know a lot of people don't like to hear it could go up or it could go down. But guys, we are at a very, very, very pivotal point in this market, right? We're up against that key level of support, right? Very, very key level. But we're rejecting the 200-week moving average, which has been where we've actually found support and bottomed in the past. So little alarming there. So if these higher time frames don't start getting a move on here, it might be time to start flipping bearish, but not just yet. Not just yet. I just told you guys I'm watching that 2-day money flow to get back into the red for me to really just start giving up hope on these higher time frames. But, you don't want to just be like, you know what, I don't think these higher time frames are going to play out. I guess just because they didn't play out, I guess they're just not gonna now because they haven't done it yet, right? And then you flip bearish, and then they finally rip, and you look back in hindsight, and you're like, duh, there was bullish divergences everywhere. This is why I like to cover, for the most part, I let you guys know which way I lean. Again, I'm leaning bullish just because of the higher time frames. Could they get invalidated? Absolutely. But that's why we're going to kind of cover the bear case, because I haven't really talked about the bear case recently, and we want to be prepared in either direction. So coming back here, coming down to the lower time frames, I think that's enough of the higher time frames. You guys kind of get the idea there. But on the daily, right, this is, I spoke about this on the morning stream. And this kind of has me leaning a little bit more bearish in the short term, just because you do have your red dot printing on the daily, which typically does give us at least somewhat of a move to the downside. And we were looking at this yesterday. Your 16-hour red dot and your 12-hour red dot is confirmed, right, as we start to come down a bit here. And then coming over to our 4-hour, creeping up with that VWAP. Money flow is starting to kind of taper off here, but it is generally coming back out. But looking for that green dot on the 4-hour, but we have something interesting on the 3-hour. This is interesting, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and ask chat real quick. Shout out to Crypto Billy. He says XRP. Hot XX 69X 30K subs. Congrats, hot XXX hot. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Speaking of hot, I do just want to do a quick little shout out, guys. I am not affiliated with this company at all. I don't get paid to say this. I guess the only thing I got was a little bit of free hot sauce. But shout out to Hotline Pepper Products. They sent me some of this hot sauce, guys. This hot sauce is pretty good. This is the Pineapple Paradise. Check them out. Again, I don't get kickback for this at all. They just sent me some free hot sauce. I tried it. I'm not even a big hot sauce guy. This pineapple paradise is pretty dang good. I just wanted to shout them out. Thank you guys for the hot sauce. I'm loving the pineapple. I put it on my pizza last night. It was amazing. But the pizza wasn't from New York, so not that great. But, sometimes you got to get DiGiorno. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Thank you for the super chat, bro. I do appreciate you. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and someone's saying something about yellow X's. Is that I missed it. Yellow X just means manipulation in the USD is causing that. It's USD causing that. Yeah, the yellow X's, I'm pretty sure I've heard CryptoFace talk about how it could indicate manipulation to the upside, but I've never seen that in my own personal experience. It's always been to the downside for me personally, but I think he has said that, and he's created the indicator. So, we're going to take a look at Matic for sure. Hot sauce makes life better. Absolutely. Shout out to Diamond Sauce. Shout out to you, bro. Oh, God. But yeah, so moving on back over here, guys, we do have something very interesting popping up on the 3-hour chart. And I want to ask you guys if you can spot what I'm looking at. And it might have something to do with this. We do have higher lows on the 3-hour with some lower lows on our momentum waves. Let me know in chat if this is of any significance to you guys. Does this mean anything to you? And if so, what does it mean? Does it mean we're going up or down, or does it mean nothing? Let me know, and then we'll come back to that after you guys put some guesses in there, or I'm sure a lot of you guys will just know what's going on here. Continuing down here, your 2-hour kind of flopped into the red. Now it's back into the green, kind of indecisive there, indicative of some more sideways action, unfortunately. Your 1-hour money flow crossover into the red for the most part, and then our lower time frames are coming up a bit, and then they came back down with the money flow, as you can see, came into the green, into the red. So, not the most exciting market. However, it is looking like we could potentially get a 15-minute money flow crossover into the green as we start to print a green dot here on the 4-hour. If it can creep up there a little bit, we're going to print another 4-hour candle in about an hour and 46 minutes. Looking for that potential move to the upside. Shout out to Ultimo Maya with the $10 super chat. I do appreciate it. Sent a little superhero sticker. Let's go. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Maki said they heard CryptoFace say that as well. I've never personally seen that, but hey, CryptoFace made the indicator, so he knows what that's all about. So shout out for Pineapple Pizza. Shout out to Deep Petty Crypto, man. Corn the short way. Bottom prices for Filecoin. Yeah, we can take a look at Filecoin in a little bit here. Crypto Bambino. Hey, Crypto Bambino's in the house. Says Lambo now. Lambo now, yes. Shout out to Tim Wojcik. But yeah, guys, continuing on here, I do want to, let's pull up our actual charts here. Was anybody able to, there we go. Vince 120, shout out to you, man. Hidden bull div, right? Hidden bull div on this 3-hour and potentially printing on the 4-hour. So not a, do we have it on the, yeah, barely on the 4-hour. Is that, let's see. Yeah, so kind of on the 4-hour too. Not as strong as the 3-hour. 3-hour is much stronger looking. But yeah, hidden bull div here, guys. So let's go ahead and shout out to Frankie Scandals. Shout out to Shane Kerr. Taking a look here, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at our levels. And I kind of want to just break down, what I'm looking at here, right? So the key support level that we are holding is this level here labeled key. And it is about at about 19.1, 19.105 is the exact level I have. We do have a couple of value area highs or value area lows. I forget. It's on a different chart. I don't want to dig for it right now. We do have a bit of confluence at this level. If we break this level, guys, this is kind of how I'm playing things, right? Now, if we wind up breaking down below this level, most likely gonna get our move down to the range lows, as we've been talking about. I mean, this has been such a boring market for for the past day, just straight sideways. And then when you just zoom out, we've been going sideways forever. But if we break this level at about 19.1, this is kind of where I am expecting price to come down lower towards the range lows, and I may start to lose a bit of my bullish bias here if we lose that level, right? Because if we lose this level, it would be likely, obviously, like I just said, for us to come down to this gold box or even the value area low at 18,825. If we don't start getting serious bullish confirmations at this level, this is the last level I will be looking for longs. If we come down here and things are looking very bullish on the lower time frames with money flow coming in, money flow coming up, bull divs on the lower time frames, and I get my bullish confirmations, this is where I would be looking to enter a long position. But if we get down here and things are not looking bullish, I am expecting that to be our move to the downside, in which case our next immediate stop, obviously we have this spider line coming in. But if we lose that level, this is where I start looking down towards this 786 fib level to revisit the lows that we made back when we actually hit our current bottom, which is coming in at about about 19,600 on this exchange, right? So that would be the next level I would be looking at, and then you can see, yeah, we came down almost perfectly to the 786 fib, and if we break that spider line, I would expect to potentially get a move down to this level, which is going to be our next major level of support, right? And then maybe this is where we double bottom, or maybe we lose this support. And if we lose this support, this is where we start looking for lower prices. And I'm going to break that down where those lower prices are and exactly what levels I'm watching in just a second. But let's talk about if that 3-hour hidden bull div actually winds up playing out. What if we get that hidden bull div to play out on the 3-hour, right? Let's say it plays out and we get a nice break to the upside. I do think, let me pull up our VPVR real quick. There we go. Bada boom. Boom. There we go. Right. So if we get a break to the upside, we do have this local golden pocket, which will likely act as some support. I'm actually going to get rid of it for now, though, because you could see through the volume, you could see we do have a decent gap here, right? You have this little level right here, which I will mark with a horizontal line. But if we get a move to the upside, if we crack through this level, I do think this is kind of where, like, if you just look at this volume, guys, essentially we have a decent gap, right? You have some levels. Actually, I would just say from this high volume node to this high volume node, right? Decent bit of a gap there. Obviously, you have a little level here. You have a little level here. But for the most part, there is not much volume here, and this is why you see these big spikes up in price. You came down for this retest, right? This bullish retest, and then price just essentially shoots right through the gap and targets this next high volume node, right? So this is kind of what I look at when I'm trading. If you were, say you were entering a say you were entering a long position, just for an example, say you were entering your long position right here. You got all your bullish confirmations. You're looking to enter a long. This is kind of, what goes into me picking my price targets, right? Or my profit targets or my take profits, right? I'm looking at high volume nodes. So maybe, you get a move up. You want to take a little bit off the table at this high volume node. And then you look at this level and you see like, oh, we've been rejected here, right? And you could back test it. How many times have you been rejected? How strong is the level? But this is kind of what goes into me finding my take profits. But essentially, I am targeting the next high volume node. So my eventual target would be up here, where you could see price came up, kind of consolidated, and then we bear dived out and came down. But if this is kind of what I'm looking at here, guys, if we break higher, these are the levels I'm watching. It's basically this gap that I'm looking at with these little mini levels in between. We do have a little level here at about 19.3. Right? So that is going to be a strong level. So if we break, I will say this, if we break lower and then come up to retest 19.3, if we start rejecting that 19.3 level, this is where I'm expecting a big rejection to the downside. But that is going to be a big level I'm watching is about 19.3. You could see that spike in volume here. And then somebody's saying RVPR. I like it. Shane Kerr. Shout out to you, man. But that is where I would be looking for, a strong rejection at about 19.3. But if we could bust through that, I do think it's likely we come back up and test these highs, at about 20K. But we really got to get above that 20K level because as you guys can see, if we just kind of zoom out here, let me turn off the VPVR. I know these levels get overwhelming a little bit here, but let me just break this down for you guys because if we take a look here, if while we can't get above this point of control, right? We came up, we held it for a little bit, and then we lost that point of control. Bearish retest, came right back down towards that POC as expected, and then we came back up, and we just can't get back over that POC. So for a big move to the upside, I want to see a flip of that point of control. If we can flip that point of control at 19,771 to support and get a continued move to the upside, upwards of, I do think we could get a nice move back up to this gold box, which is getting up to that $20,400 level, which you guys know is that treacherous resistance level that we could not break above, right? And then once we get up there, this is that $20,400 level. But if we break that, obviously, I do think we can shoot right through this low volume gap and come up to that $20,800 mark. And we're going to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, King Base, I literally took the words out of my mouth. If we zoom out a little bit here, guys, let me pull up that naked chart just to break things down in a more simple way. We obviously have all these different levels that are going to act as turbulence, right? But what I want to point out here is keeping it simple, right? Come over to the daily time frame. Zoom out a little bit. We don't always have to look at the 1 minute. We don't always have to look at the 5 minute or the 15 minute or even the 2 hour, right? Zoom out to the daily. This is essentially what we're looking at, right? I want to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and pull a volume profile, right? Let's go ahead and pull some interesting volume profiles here. I'm going to go to the BLX. And, okay, there we go. We actually already have one. So I pulled this. Actually, this is not the one I wanted to look at. The one I wanted to look at, I believe, where is that level? Work with me for a second here, guys, so I can find the level I was looking for. I actually think it might have been from the bottom of the bear market in 2018. Is that the level? Okay. Well, maybe I won't find the level. But yeah, let me just see. Let me pull up the VPVR real quick and see if I could find this level. Guys, if you only knew what we had in the works for this channel, there's so much stuff I want to talk about, but I really can't. But yeah, this is basically the level I'm looking at. We have some pretty strong resistance, right? So in a more zoomed out way, right? More zoomed out fashion, we're talking about 20,200 or 20,400, right? 22K, right? Basically what I'm looking for is in a zoomed out and more of a macro view here. We're just here in a sideways range, right? We're just here in a sideways range, a boring old sideways range. I'm just going to mark this out with the box, right? So just generally in a range, right? So if we break, this is kind of what I'm thinking. If we break bullish, the next likely place to test would probably be up here, at about 22K. So shout out to King Base. That is exactly one of the levels that we're watching, right? Likely stop is going to be that 22K level. And yeah, you could see a little bit of a gap there as well, but then you have a nice little spike around that 22K level. And then that next major level gets you up to that 25K area, right? So if we break bullish, major level I'm looking for is 22K. If we could break that 22K, next likely spot would be hopefully to revisit those highs of about 25K. And then if we can break those highs at 25K, that's where you potentially get that move up to about 28K, where, you do have some really important resistance, right? And the way you get that resistance is, I don't really want to tease it right now because I think I'm going to do a pre-record tomorrow, potentially on this. So I don't want to give you guys the exact thing because we're going to make the video tomorrow. But we do have some serious resistance between 28 and 30K. So that is, I'm just going to put boxes in these major areas that I am watching for these bigger moves, right? Getting out of that micro view. So between 28 and 30K, I'm going to mark that out roughly right about, come on, right about there, right? And then about 25K is going to be another level, and then that 22K level is going to be, these are the major levels, right? So on more of a macro, from more of a macro standpoint, right? This is essentially the areas that I am watching, right? So let's pull a fixed range volume profile here. You could see that 22K level does have some confluence. This is how you guys can find those really strong levels. And again, it doesn't always have to be a perfect line, right? You can make this, you have that, almost 22K level, whatever it may be, you can draw these boxes, right? So you have a little bit of a zone. But You can see your value area high when looking at this whole range of price action. You can see this does come up to about 22K. So, in terms of a volume profile, you can see that this all makes sense, right? Why are we expecting to come up there? Well, first of all, you do have a little bit of a gap in volume between about 20,400 and, about 22K. You do have a little bit of, that higher volume node is about 21.3. But once you hold that POC as support, it is likely for you to get a move back up to that value area high, which is coming in at 22K. So it's not just an area that we rejected, it's also your value area high. And again, part of what makes that 19.1 level very strong is you could see right here, it's a little bit different of a profile that I pulled before, but you could see at 19.1, 19.2 is that POC, and we are currently holding that level. So if we hold support above this POC, we could potentially get that move back up to our value area high, looking at about 21.5, or if I pull it back to where it was just 2 seconds ago, it does get a lot closer to about 22K, as you can see there, right? So this is going to be a major level that I'm watching, especially because we are currently holding that point of control as support with money flow coming up on the 15-minute and that 4-hour green dot looking to print. So this is a main reason why I am looking for that level. And then obviously, as you can see, if we pull up our obviously we got a strong rejection of about 25K. Let's pull up our VPVR. And let's zoom out just a little bit. And then, yeah, you can see in this range, that 25K level comes up right on top of this high volume node. So obviously going to be a very strong level. But another thing that you might want to realize is, let me flip this over to the left side. I'm sorry, the right side, so you guys can see a little better. One thing you want to notice here is once you break that 25K level, what do you have? A giant volume gap. So if we break that 25K level, we could potentially get that, right? So hopefully, if we turn bullish, flip up, get up to that value area high, break through it, come back up to that 25K level, flip it to support, and then once you decisively break this level, you could get that really quick move into this gold box right about here. But what about to the downside? Before we move on to these altcoins, guys, how are we doing on time here? How are we doing on time? Let's see. About 46 minutes. What if we actually don't wind up breaking bullish? That's your bull case, right? This is how I'm playing things for the bull case. And again, being at key support right now isn't really the time to get overly bearish just yet. But let's say, let's remove these levels. And let's just go ahead and say that we break bearish and, maybe the Fed comes out with horrible news and we get that huge move to the downside that a lot of people are expecting. So let's just pull some volume here, right? Now, where do these levels come in? Now, we have this level down here coming in between about $9,500. I know a lot of people are calling for 10K. I know a lot of people are calling for 10K, and because we are below the value area low, or I'm sorry, the value area high, in theory, it could be likely that we come down and visit that point of control around 10K. Now, that's a little bit more bearish than what I'm looking at least right now, until we get more, bearish confirmations. Maybe if we come down to about 12 to 14, maybe we get down to 14K, things look really ugly. We hit 12K, things still look ugly. Then we can keep looking lower. But the more likely situation that I see happening is between 14 and 12K, and I'm going to show you guys why I'm looking for that in just a second. However, with that being said, another reason, guys, something else that I kind of want to point out here is, we're not necessarily in a bear flag. This would be more of a bear flag, and then that would have been the breakdown of the bear flag. It looks like it, potentially could have already broken down. Let me just zoom in so we could see this a little better, right? Somewhat of a bear flag here, kind of bing bong, breakdown, bearish retest, continue to break down. And yeah, so, was this a bear flag that broke down and we're going to continue to break down? I don't know. It's very hard to say, but if we are in a situation like we've been in in the past 3 times we've consolidated with price, or the past 4 times. We come down somewhat of some kind of a bearish consolidation, a big drop to the downside. Bearish consolidation, big drop to the downside. Bearish consolidation, big drop to the downside. Is this bearish consolidation, or are we just hanging out at this key level of support before a blast to the upside? So we'll have to wait and see, but you do just want to realize that we could just be bearishly consolidating here. But what if it's not 10K? What are some other levels we can watch? Because I think it's a little premature to be looking at 10K. But some other levels you can see here. Let's just go ahead and pull it. Just pull some random volume here. Let me pull up the VPVR because I forget. I pulled some of these levels. And they are very, very, very interesting, but I probably should have saved them on a chart. So yeah, there is actually, there you go, from the 2019, there we go. So we are sitting on a point of control right here, and then your value area low, this is what I was looking at, value area low coming in at 10K, right? So if we theoretically lose this POC, bearishly retest, the next likely place to visit would be that value area low at about 10K. And then again, I'm not sure 100% where I got. We do also have another value area low, and yeah, no, where is it? I should have saved it. But we do have some levels that are in that 12 to 14K range again. And then even if you don't want to use the volume profile to find these levels, you can just see, right? You can just look at the price action, right? Where is the next level of support, right? Likely going to be at the highs of the previous, this little fake out bull run we had, right? Because let's actually do that. Is it? I forget exactly where I pulled the volume from. Quite annoying, but you can see, right? Okay, so here it is, right? High volume node. We are sitting right on this high volume node. Robert Talon Zimmerman says ETA for paid group for trade setups. Who said there's going to be a paid group for trade setups? Did a little birdie tell you that? Is that a thing? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's coming. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be the person to ask. I don't know if it's coming. Who knows? Is it in development? Maybe not. I don't know. But who knows? We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. I would say this. I would say if I were to come out with a premium Discord, extra saucy Discord, I would say it would probably. I mean, I would say it'd be coming out. If I were making one, I'm not saying I am, but if I were to make one, I would probably release it like probably soon. I don't know, probably soon. Like I wouldn't say like next week, but I don't know, like maybe next month or something. I don't know, but who knows? Maybe it's not even in. Maybe I'm not even doing it. I don't know. You got to ask the boss about that. But I would just say if I were making one, I would probably aim to like launch it, in the next couple weeks, next few weeks maybe. Maybe the next month or so, I would say. I don't know. That's just, who knows? I don't know. Not me. I'm not the guy. Shout out to Robert. Shout out to you, bro. But anyway, just to point this out here, guys, we are sitting on this high volume node, right? So what do we got here? You just want to look. Big volume gap. I'm going to go ahead and draw a box. Let's draw a box, right? Big volume gap. Boom, boom, right? What happened in that big volume gap? Oh, we found support on top of the box, and then we absolutely decimated through the low volume gap. Interesting. Where did price wind up landing? Right on top of this next high volume node, which is where we currently sit right now. So now we're sitting on top of this high volume node. What do you guys, let's draw another gold box and see what would happen if we were to potentially lose this low volume gap, right? Or lose this this high volume node. So if you guys are curious, I'm pulling this box from the end of this high volume node to the beginning of this bigger high volume node, right? And let's see. Well, if we break into this box, we know the low volume gaps give us quick moves down. Could it be, a potentially violent drop all the way through the low volume gap right onto the top of this next high volume node, which does start at about 14K, and I mean even more safely actually starts at about 12K. So will we get caught up, at this little bump up in volume here at about 15.5? Probably. maybe we shoot right through it. But for the most part, there's really just nothing here but air. So just as we shot right up through this, again, the next time we got a little turbulence was at that next high volume node. Price goes through the low volume gap, and where are you targeting? We know it's likely that it's going to hunt out that high volume node and stall out for a little bit, which is exactly what happened. So I would be expecting, if we lose this level, to potentially get that super fast move down and then target the beginning of this next high volume node at about 12K, or between about 14 and 12K, and even potentially target that high volume node down here, which was that point of control we just looked at about $9,500. Now, you guys know I don't typically call for $9,500. I'm more in the camp of 14 to 12K, but I can guarantee you, if we get down to that 14 to 12K level, I'm going to assess the situation, and if it looks bearish, I will find lower targets. And my next major lower target, if things look bearish when we get into this gold box, that next bearish target would be the point of control at about $9,500, right? At this high volume node right here. But again, you're going to find decent support at that 12K level. And again, just to break that down, where is that range? I'm going to extend this box. It's from the highs of this fake out, oh, wait, no, hang on. No, this is the all-time high. This is where we're at right now. But where do you start to get your support? You get it right at this fake out little 2019 fake out bull run to about 14K. So you have that structural support as we've been rejected at this area, right? So you're going to, that's naturally going to act as support on the way down. And then, obviously, that is coming out in between, these wicks are at about 14K, and then, the 12K is about at the bottom of this box, right? Which is also has structural support right here. So you could find these levels in many different ways. You're going to find it. You could find it visually. You could use the volume profiles. You can use a million different, if we pulled a fib here, you would probably find some really, really, really interesting levels or really interesting confluence as well. So I just wanted to break that down, right? Because it is completely possible that we break bearish, right? I'm here to break the stigma of like, you have to hold on to one narrative. I'm bullish and I'm going to stay bullish. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, why would you do that? If you could profit in either direction, why would you not be ready for either direction? I don't understand that logic. So I just wanted to cover the bear case and just kind of show you guys on a macro level where the volume is. We are sitting on this high volume node by the skin of our teeth, rejecting that 200-week moving average. And right underneath us is nothing but air, and that could be the quick drop that we need to get down to that 12 to 14K level. So I just wanted to break down that bearish case for you because we do have that 5-day yellow X, and it's really the higher term bull divs against the yellow X and the macroeconomics. And the macroeconomics are nothing to be messed with, and neither are the yellow X's. And, as I've showed before, in a bull market, right? Because I always say the bullish setups don't always play out as they do in a bull market as they do in a bear market, right? So they're not going to play out in a bear market as much as they do in a bull market. And so these bull divs definitely have the potential to not play out here. And that's just the reality of the markets. Like, I wish I could come up here and be like, guys, there's a bull div on the weekly. It's 100% going to play out. Long it with 100X and become a bazillionaire, right? But that's just not the case, right? So we, in the bull market, I just want to find an example. I'm sure we could probably find a pretty crazy bear div that just did not really play out, right? So here you go, right here. You have your high, your higher high, your lower high right here. You have that bear div, and all you did was get a little whack. You came down a tiny bit, but then continued to rip to the upside, right? And then right here, you had another bear div. I'll actually mark this one out for you. You have your high, your higher high, and then you have your high and your lower high right there, right? That's a pretty... That's a strong bearish divergence, like right here, and you're coming up to resistance. Like this is a shortable bear div, right? But it just ate right through, and it just ripped to the upside and completely stepped on that bear div. The reason that didn't play out, this is on the daily chart. A bear div on the daily should be a very, 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 very strong signal. But because you're in the middle of the parabolic move, it's likely not gonna play out as well as it would in a bear market, right? And then if you fast forward in time when the bear market actually hit and you take a look at some of the bear divs that played out here, you can see that, you could look at this whole thing. If you look at the weekly, this giant bear div that we had right here, your high, your higher high, your high, your lower high, massive bear div, and then that obviously played out. So you want to think of the fact that as the bear divs were getting stepped on in this parabolic run to the upside, again, that bear div I just showed you did not play out at all. It just got ripped through. We could expect potentially the same thing to happen to these bull divs on the weekly. But instead of an absolute parabolic move to the upside, we're getting an absolute dump to the downside. So with that being said, you want to take the bullish setups with a grain of salt because we are in a bear market. So I just wanted to cover the bearish case here. I know that was a little long-winded. I just wanted to cover all of that for you guys, show you where the volume is, show you where the lack of volume is, and then just show you why you don't want to just bet the farm on these higher time frames, right? They are leaning bullish. I mean, that's just on the charts. That's not my opinion. They are setting up in patterns that typically point to the upside. I'm just here to bring you guys what's on the charts. But you do want to realize that in a bear market, it could play out just like it did in the bull market, where the bear divs are just getting stepped on and stepped on and stepped on and stepped on, right? So I just wanted to point that out. And with that being said, let's go ahead and check on chat. Oh, Bitcoin getting a little dumpski here, getting some moves here. All right, we are back down to our key. Here we go, guys. There we are. We're back at our key level. We are back at our key level here. This is the level that we want to hold. If we lose this level and bearishly retest, I'm looking down to the range lows. I'm looking down here to the range lows. Down here, this gold box, the value area low at 18,825, the top of the box coming in at 18,9. This is where I'm looking if we lose this 19,1 level. And then if we come down, say we get a dump overnight, right? And we come down here, this is what I was just talking about in the beginning of the stream. This is where I'm looking for bullish confirmations down here in this gold box. More specifically, if we can get down to that value area low, that's really where I would like to look if we could get it. But if things are not looking bullish at this point, guys, this is where I'm thinking that 2-day money flow is probably going to cross back over into the red. The bull divs on the week, the bull divs on the higher daily time frames may not play out, and then we can start looking down towards this spider line at about 18.7, and not only that, but that about that 17.6 level, that 786 fib level that we made our most recent low on. 100% financial sauce. Shout out to Dave Digital. But there you go, guys. This is basically what I'm looking at for Bitcoin as we get this dumped down to our key level. Will we lose it? We'll keep an eye on it. Will we lose it live on stream? Potentially. We'll have to see. Getting a decent bounce here. So we'll see what happens. I will check back in on this. But real quick, before we move on to the altcoins, guys, I do just want to go ahead and check on chat, guys. We've got 577 people in here. Let's see if we can get 550 likes. If we get 550 likes, I'll spin the wheel 30 times for 30K subscribers, guys. So yeah, 550 likes. I'm spinning the wheel 30 times, and we're going to give away something cool for 30,000 subscribers. Congrats on 30K, bro. Nobody deserves it more. Shout out to the CandleMafia. Best community ever. Absolutely. Shout out to Tony D. Thank you for the super chat. The bear is here. Listen, if we dump, guys, I will be the happiest man in the world, kind of. I would like prices to come down a little lower. I don't want the bear market to be over yet. I'm not ready. I'm not done accumulating. I would like, and we likely do have more time to accumulate. Whether we make a lower low or not is another thing, but we likely have some time to accumulate here. I think people think that if they don't buy right now or they don't buy in the next week, they're going to miss the next bull market. That's likely not the case. We are likely going to have a long period to accumulate here. We are just getting started, right? So you can see there's typically in bear markets, you could see, right? You get the exciting big drops. You're shorting this down. You're making all this money. Boom, another short. Boom, another short. Boom, another short. Right? And then you kind of just, how long was this? Right? Let's measure this. This was tragic. For 71 days, you were literally sideways. Right? And then out of nowhere, Bitcoin wakes up from its nap. Boom, another 50% down. Right? And then what happens? And then you just sit and go sideways for another 108 days. Right? So, even after you bottom, you wind up going sideways for quite some time. You have plenty of time to accumulate, and it's likely going to play out the same way, or at least similar, right? Big capitulation down, kind of moving sideways. The question is, right? Do a little, the question is, are we here? Or the question is, are we here, right? That's kind of the question, right? Are we waiting for that last capitulation down, and then this would be like that 12 to 13K, 12 to 14 to 12K level, right? Are we waiting for that drop down to 12 to 14K, and we're just sitting up here going sideways, or have we already bottomed, and this is our 17.6, and now we're just kind of just ranging sideways and getting boring? Unfortunately, there's no real way to know, guys. Nobody knows. So with that being said, I just wanted to break all that down for you guys. But again, daily red dot. This is why I brought this up on the morning stream. Likely we get a continued move to the downside here, right? Just it doesn't mean we're dumping down to zero. It could mean it, but it doesn't mean we're dumping down to zero, right? It just means that it's likely that we continue down a little bit here, especially if that confirms. Again, on the morning stream, I was talking about the money flow. The money flow coming back out on the 4 hours got me feeling a little bearish as well. So yeah, that is the thing to watch. And then once that daily VWAP comes down and rolls back to the upside, maybe that's when we get our next opportunity to get a potential big move to the upside. But yeah, so with that being said, guys, let's say what is up to chat real quick. Show some love. We did hit 30K today. We got to show some love, as we do every day, to the Candle Mafia. See what's going on in here. I could only imagine what you guys are talking about. 30K. Shout out to Diamond Sauce. It's knocking on the door. Seek and hunt. Yes, it is. Absolutely. And that, again, rejection of that 200-week moving average. Not too pretty of a look, if I do say so myself. Let's see. Drew says ADA 30 cents incoming. Hey, Kelly Kellum in the chat. What is up, Kelly? Thank you for being here. He says drop it like it's hot. Dang right, Kelly. Dang right. We got to get Kelly on the channel at some point. Talk some Glassnode. I know he's a Glassnode savant. Jonathan Anderson says, giving love back to the community. Thanks, Frankie, for everything. Love the community and love the sauce. Do you make it spicy? Well, I'll just have to collab with Hotline Pepper products, and maybe we'll have to add a little bit of fire to the sauce. Could it get any spicier? I don't know. But shout out to Jonathan Anderson, man. You've been here forever, dude. Thank you so much for the support. It's unbelievably appreciated. Thank you for being here, man. It's just also so cool to be able to grow with you guys, right? Like, it's not like we just hit a subscriber mark and then everyone's like, oh, cool. You hit it's like I remember seeing a lot of you guys. I remember seeing you guys in my first stream. I remember seeing you guys in my 10th stream. A lot of you guys in here right now were here during my first live stream where I was literally shaking nervous to do it because I'd never done it before. And we've grown so much. Now this is my comfort zone here with you guys. This has gone from something that was out of my comfort zone to literally being my favorite part of the day and something I absolutely love doing. So it's just so cool to grow with you guys. It's insane. Shout out to Ant Arts NFTs. Congrats, Frankie. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see. Drew Berry says 108 days, Frankie, is better than 365. Drew, absolutely. Ryan Mack says, don't make me tear up, bro. Ryan Mack, you're one of the people that have been here from the beginning. I'll tell you what, guys. I don't cry, really. I don't know if there's something wrong with me. I don't really cry. There will probably be, you could ask Mrs. Candles. The guy does not tear. But I will tell you, if there's, I don't cry over sad stuff, really. But I'll say this, if I were to get emotional over something, it's happy stuff. So, one of these milestones will get me. I've gotten choked up a couple times. It's just crazy because, this will be the last thing I say because I don't want to be congratulations, because I'm really not like that. But I just do want to say this, guys. Just know, because I'm just a normal guy. Right? And there's been so many times in my life where, I've been lost and confused and you don't know where you're going. You don't know the next step, but you got to have that feeling, right? I always knew that I was going to figure it out somehow. I didn't know if it was going to happen tomorrow or the next day. And there's been so many times where I've just wanted to throw everything up in the air and give up. And I never did. I've been so close. I've been so close to settling for a normal job or a normal thing. And I'm not hating on, a 9 to 5 or anything. That's I'm not hating on that at all. It's one of the most noble things you can do. But I just knew that wasn't for me. And when you're different than everybody else, I've always been different. I was never, fit. I was always different, right? And it's just you never think you're gonna find your place. And I found my place, and it's the craziest thing in the world. And it's right when you feel like you want to give up. that is where you have to push through one last time, because right when you're about to give up, that's typically when that wall you've been banging on is about to break. I've said this before. So if you guys can learn anything from me, just know that there's been so many times in my life where I felt lost and helpless. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I tried as hard as I could, and nothing would work, and I just kept hitting my head against the wall, and eventually something breaks open, and you could get blessed with something cool like this. So just I don't know, just never give up, because God, I've gotten so close so many times, and I never did, and thank God I didn't. I knew something would happen, and it could happen for everybody, and it might not be to be a YouTuber. It might be to get that next job you're looking for. It could be to get that promotion you're looking for, and you might be working extra hours, and your boss doesn't realize, and it's your 13th week working overtime, and your boss hasn't noticed yet, and you're just about to be like, screw this. But that next day could be the time where your boss comes up to you and says, hey, I've actually been noticing you working late, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And you might be like, "Oh my God, I thought it wasn't going unnoticed. Good thing I didn't stop." So just take that for what it's worth, guys. I'm gonna end that there. But let's see what everyone's saying here. Sounds better than Frankie 9 to 5. Well done, brother. Shout out to Gaz Top, another OG. Brian says, I see a bull div behind you there. Is it? It's true. Absolutely, guys. Bull div on the Candle Mafia, guys. But yeah, running the Mafia now, Honda Man. Never thought I would have my own Mafia. Absolutely. Shout out to you guys. You guys are crazy. You are well respected across the space. So many talk highly of you. Well done. Hey, Andy Lee, that's cool. I don't really know. I mean, I didn't think people would talk in trash, but to hear that is definitely good. I like that. I'm here to bring positivity to the space, guys. If I could do anything, I want to make positive change in any way I can. Dave says, shut up, you dork. Love you. Shout out to Dave. I love you back, bro. Shout out to Crypto Sasquatch, flinging that sauce, almost as good as Mama's, not quite as good as Mama's, but shout out to Crypto Sasquatch, another OG, man. Thank you for being here. Yeah, sometimes we got to take are you Italian, Frankie? Yes, I am. I am. I don't know why. Like, I would tell you my full name. It's probably not hard to find, but I just don't like saying it. I don't know. It's very Italian. You got Frankie and Tony. He loves us. What a nerd. Get him. Beat him up. Beat him up. We love you, Frankie. We're gonna beat you up. Shout out to you guys. I knew you would hit 30K before BTC did. One cool GI. Absolutely. I think I remember you saying that, bro. But I have exclusive footage of Frank crying. Oh no, Tony D's gonna break out the archives. But guys, with that being said, 572 people in here. Again, if we hit 550 likes, I will spin that wheel 30,000 times. I'm just kidding. 30 times to give you guys back some crypto. So smash that like button if you have not already, but also throw your altcoins in chat so we can start taking a look at them, so we can continue on here with the stream. Frankie was choked up last when he looked at his bank account, saying how he Bernie made off the last bull run. Shout out to King Base. Yeah, sometimes you can tear up when you look at the bank account. I'm not gonna lie, guys. 20K almost got me on that stream. Yeah, I guess I'm good at like I don't know. Maybe that's why I like trading. I'm good at muting my emotion. But yeah, Frankie, just wait till we meet. Def getting an initiation. Boys will be boys. Shout out to Dave Digital. Too funny. Ada. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's take a look. I am full name Godfather. Shout out to Bud Lightyear. Thank you, man. I touched your like button, Frankie. Matty B. Feel free to touch my like button anytime you need. Crypto Poyo. The Poyo would like LDO, please. Okay, cool. These all look good. We'll take a look. And then Matic, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at Matic here. Let's go. Boom. I heard you guys talking about it. I was going to pull it up, and then I looked in the chat, and you guys were like, oh, Matic about to take a fall. Let's go ahead and take a look. Potential bearish divergence looking to form here on Matic on the daily time frame. Now, the last time we saw a bearish divergence on Matic, what happened? We actually called this in the Discord, right? In the free Discord. Usually you got to pay for this stuff, but not here, guys. Not here. Maybe you'll have to pay for some extra sauce. I don't know. But so here you go. Here's that last daily bearish divergence that we had on Matic. Now, what happened there? We were talking about this as we came up to key resistance. Don't have the levels on this chart, but I will pull them up. I'll try to find them. But What happened here? If you shorted, we'll just assume you caught the top of this wick. Could have rode this thing down for about 34%. Now, that's a decent move without leverage. You could short that on 1x and make a killing, right? Depending on the size of your bag. But just to show you guys how strong these bear divs can be, and then no bearish divergence. Excuse me, here you did get your higher high, but you did not get your lower high. Excuse me. On market cipher B, but you did come down a little bit, and now we're getting a high and a higher high with a lower high, a high, higher high with our high and our lower high here. If this does confirm, could give us a nice little bearish divergence. Yeah, could be a nice little bear div. So keep an eye on that. Is looking like we could, Matic has been doing pretty well. It does look like we could potentially see a little bump to the downside here. Again, same thing on the 16-hour. You could just kind of zoom in and see here. This is about to print pretty decent bear div here on the 16-hour. So don't forget, keep an eye on this, guys. Because, yeah, last time, same thing. You had a very, very similar setup here. On the 16-hour, and you did come down. The only difference I would say here is your money flow is back in the green, so maybe it doesn't play out as dramatically, whereas here, it was an absolute no-brainer. It's why, we were looking at it in the Discord. Not only did you have your momentum coming out with your price coming higher, showing that imbalance in price, and showing that a correction was needed, but you also had your money flow coming out as well. So there is a difference here with the money flow coming up. Likely that you will still get a somewhat of a move down, but will it be as strong as that one over here? Potentially not, just because of the money flow differences. But working our way down the time frames here, looking at that 4-hour. Now, not only are you getting, not on the 4-hour, you don't have the lower high here on your market cipher B. But again, your bear div on your daily is from here to here. And then on the 4-hour, we could potentially, depending on, where this next green and red dot happened, we could potentially put a bearish divergence on the 4-hour, but the 2-hour. Here you go. Massive. This is your daily bear div from this high to this higher high, right? And now you're getting another local bear div here on the 2-hour, right? As you are getting a stark shot to the downside here. So, guys, if we lose that level on Bitcoin of about 19.1, which we'll have to check, we might have lost it already. No, we did not. We are bouncing. But if we lose that 19.1 level, that POC, or that value area low, we could potentially get that move down to the range lows on Bitcoin, which could trigger this 2-hour bear div to play out in a decent manner for Matic. And then just to kind of mark this out for you guys, just so you can see this locally, boom, there's your higher high, boom, where is it? Boom, here's your lower high. Money flow starting to roll out here on the 2-hour. Your 12-minute money flow crossover into the red. 15-minute money flow looking to cross over into the red. And your 4-hour getting rejected at that 0 line. Not really a great look for Matic. Likely that we could continue to cool off here. And then you coming down to that 12-minute, you could see that big move to the downside. And now for your daily bear div. And back to you, Frank. Shout out to Dave Digital. But, yeah, there you go, guys. So not only are you getting that daily bear div, but you're also getting it to form on the 2-hour. And if we see something like, potentially getting a little bit, just because the VWAP did not cross over, right? The VWAP didn't get above the 0 line and print a red dot. But if it did, we would have had a red dot right here, which would have given us that 4-hour bear div. But now we would have to print another green dot. Maybe the momentum wave kind of wiggles around a little bit, but eventually when you get that next red dot, could put in that bearish divergence. Now, just to kind of see how strong the levels we're approaching are, let's see, from that low to that high, or from this high to this low, not quite there at that golden pocket. So, are we going to get that second run up into the golden pocket? I don't think so. But just trying to find some key levels here to see if there's any confluence, or any, any good reason. There it is. There it is, guys. There it is. There it is. One more time. There it is. Volume profiles, guys. Volume profiles. So not only are we topping out here, we're topping out here at an important level, right? It's a value area high of this entire range since we've dumped off. We dumped off this daily bear div, right? That one that we called in the Discord, dumped it down, and from that point on in this sideways range that we've been trading in, let me go ahead and get rid of this. V-chain to the list, no problem. I got you. And then here you go, right? Just this nice little sideways range we've been in. You're at that value area high. So you're bear diving into the value area high, making it a potentially very strong short. And again, you can see this bear div, we didn't even make it up to the value area high. High, higher high, high, lower high. There's your bear div, money flow coming out, and boom, you get the big dump to the downside. But you're getting this move into key resistance. So pretty interesting stuff there. Again, guys, 2-hour bear div and potential daily bear div to form here on Matic. But your 2-hour bear div is forming here at that key level. So just real quick before we hop off Matic. 2-hour bear div printing right now will confirm in about 59 minutes and 1 second, 58 minutes and 59 seconds. We will confirm a decent bear div at key resistance on the 2-hour chart for Matic. Yeah, also, guys, don't forget that KuCoin, you guys know the Frankie Candles live stream is powered by KuCoin. But you guys, their deal where they're offering 0 fees on all on Bitcoin and ETH pairs ends today. So if you want to take advantage of that, make sure you use our link in the description and in the chat to get your KuCoin account set up and take advantage of those 0 fees. Also, they did also list APT. So that is cool. KuCoin constantly listing these new coins, but APT, their newest member of the family. Thank you for Tony for reminding me about that. But let's go ahead. There you go, guys. Just again, 2-hour bear div into key resistance here on Matic. Pretty interesting stuff. And then also, just to say it again, money flow coming out on those lower time frames as well. You're a good man, Tony. Austin, I got you with the V-chain, brother. No worries. We got you. But continuing on here, let's see. I'm voting for Frankie Candles on election, not Mosswater. Shout out to Domain. All right, let's take a look at the rest of these for sure. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at V-chain just for Austin C over here. Let's go. Look at the Bitfinex chart. Ooh, look at that V-chain with a nice little dump ski to the downside. Okay, let's see. All right, looking at the daily, again, red dot looking very similar to Bitcoin. And again, guys, so this is actually, is this, yeah. Oh, no, this is not a new low. I was going to say, some things, is it, I forget what coin it was. We were looking at a coin the other day, and I was talking about how it was making a new low for this bear cycle, right? That's not really a good sign. That's not a good sign to have these altcoins making lower lows. So just to point that out, these altcoins continue to bleed. And then you can see V-Chain got that massive run up, rejection, perfect rejection at that gold box, and right back into the gold box. But with that being said, red dot printing on the daily, likely we could come down a little deeper here. 2-day money flow in the green, but looking like it wants to roll over. Looking to print a red dot here as well. Ooh, Adam just dumped hard. Interesting. We'll have to go ahead and take a look. And yes, Jonathan, we could take a look at the DXY as well. Yeah, daily red dot printing, 2-day red dot looking to print. We'll see if it can hold that money flow in the green or if we will cross back into the red. Again, that's one thing I'm really watching to kind of give up on these higher daily time frames with the bullish divergences. That 2-day money flow is something to keep an eye on, guys. Daily red dot, 2-day looking to print that red dot. Moving on, let's look at our 4-hour, kind of telling the same story as Bitcoin, kind of just working its way up towards that zero line. Will not, it just won't come up enough here. Your 2-hour, yeah, printing a red dot on your 2-hour. Yeah, looking like we could be coming further to the downside on VeChain in the short term. Now, let's go ahead and find some levels here. Let's see. Let's find, I'm going to pull some volume here from this low to the current price. Interesting volume profile. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a POC in a value area high that close. Interesting. But we are losing this value area low. Let's pull a bigger range here. Let's go to the 4-hour. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, okay, let's pull it maybe back a little further. Let's pull it from over here. Okay, so that's a little bit more of a balanced profile. So at the value area low currently, with the money flow coming back out on that 4 hour, let's go ahead and I want to pull a local fib to find some lower levels here. Bada boom. Okay, so if we continue to lose this value area low, local golden pocket coming in at about, yeah, I mean, we're getting very low here in the cents. So 0.0221 cents is your local golden pocket, and then you do have your 786 fib level coming in at 0.021 cents. So that is another level to watch to the downside. And then, yeah, I would say you also have, let's go ahead. I'm going to draw this box. I would say this is your major level that you're looking to hold support on. And then your 786 would likely come in for some extra support. But yeah, I would say a little more bearish on VeChain here in the short term. And there are some levels to keep an eye on as we quickly approach these levels. But yeah. Let's go ahead and pull up our VPVR, try to find you some lower levels in case we do continue to dump down here, lower than we are, lower than we have on the chart right now. Let's pull up that 3 hour, get rid of this volume profile to clean things up. And yeah, I mean, not much, come on, there we go. Not much down here, guys, not much down here. 21.021 cents is our last low that we've made. Hopefully you don't come back down there, but I mean, that is another level to watch. So, yeah, there you go. I will bring this box down here. So yeah, hopefully you get caught up on that local golden pocket / 786 fib. If you lose that, could potentially come down to revisit these lows here, at 0.0212 cents. So there's VeChain. Let's see. Hey, Frankie, any thoughts on using, Quan Tower platform instead of the default UIs for trading? And if you have time, add STORJ to the list. No problem. Thank you, Ro V. I appreciate that super chat, and we could take a look at that in just a second. Quant Power, the Quant Power platform instead of the default UIs for trading. What do you mean by default UIs? Let me know. You don't have to super chat again. Just let me know in the chat. Mods, if you see him answer, try to highlight it for me or just retype it with emojis so I don't miss it. I do want to make sure that I understand the question. But shout out to you, man. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Frankie. Austin C. No problem. Oh, God, Gala. Okay. All right. Boom. Love it. I am bullish on VeChain as a project. I don't know how I was talking to TJ about this morning. I was like, we were talking about not holding on to bags for an emotional reason. I kind of feel like that about VeChain, right? I held VeChain for so long, sold a lot at the top. Honestly, I got lucky selling the top on VeChain, but I did hold a bag. And, I feel emotionally attached to my VeChain, and I don't want to be emotionally attached, but I am bullish on VeChain as a project. It has good partnerships. It has real use case. It's one of the very few projects that actually has real use case, and I love it as a project. I don't know how much hype it's going to have next cycle, but I do love it as a project, and I do think it'll do well. I just don't know if it's going to get the hype, right? Now, hype is not really, isn't necessarily exactly what we want, but it is going to pump the price. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Load the effing boat. Let's go. Shout out to John Angelici. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. My paisan. Let's get it. All right, let's see. Ada, we could check out Ada. Yeah, Ada will 100% survive, and I think it'll do well. I just don't know how much hype it will get, but definitely I think it'll do well. Oh, well, it's using API from most exchanges and have some advanced stuff all in one place. Interesting. I'll have to check that out, Rovi. I'll have to check that out for sure. RSR, we could try to take a look at that. All right, Gala, I'm going to go off D Petty Crypto's list here. Gala dumped pretty good. Next level to watch. All right, we'll start off with Gala because it is the first one on the list anyway. Okay, so here we go. Oh, baby, look at that candle. Look at that 3 hour candle. Go to the 1 minute, make it look real bloody. Yikes. Look at that. Okay. Well, look at that. Volume profile is very interesting. Okay. Interesting. What happened? Did they get bad news or something? All right. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Gala. Gala at 3 cents. Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Gala is dead. I'm just kidding. But definitely not a good look here. Okay. Yikes. Well, all right. Taking a look at your daily VWAP coming to the downside. Very oversold here. As you continue to lose these levels. Let's take a look at the weekly. What's the weekly look like? Just not enough info there. 2-day. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, you're getting a 5-day. Let's see. Market Cipher A. Where'd you go? Yeah. Okay. Just no. What happened? Market Cipher. Okay, yeah. Market Cipher A. No yellow X or anything here on the 5-day, but you are printing a red dot. Your 4-day printing a red dot and a yellow X. Yikes, guys. Gala is looking bearish. It might be time to short altcoins, guys. Buying some Gala soon. Yeah, I mean, at these prices, guys, this is cheap Gala back down to 3 cents. Unbelievable. But yeah, yellow X on the 4-day with the red dot printing, your 5-day red dot, your 6-day no red dot, 3-day yellow X confirmed. Definitely leaning a little bit more bearish on Gala. Money flow and VWAP coming down on the daily. Your 4-hour printing a 4-hour yellow X. Yeah, this is bearish, guys. There's yellow X's all over the place. Yeah, and you're printing a red dot, and I can guarantee you your money flow is about to come to the downside. Yikes, guys. Gala looks ugly. Gala looks ugly with that 4-hour red dot, that 15-minute money flow crossover, and that yellow X. Might be time to start looking for some shorts on Gala. Now, obviously, you missed your prime entry, but it might be time to wait for a retest. Let's come down to a lower time frame here. Yeah, I mean, could be time to potentially wait for a retest here. Big bounce. Maybe we come up to your golden pocket, reject that golden pocket. But yeah, might be time to start looking for some shorts on Gala. I will say this. If we get a ride back up to this local golden pocket, this is where I would be looking for bearish confirmations to short this thing. Okay? There it is. But yeah, maybe I would wait. Obviously, we did just get a big dump. Obviously, we are getting a little pop-up here. I would watch for a potential retest of that golden pocket to look for some short positions. You might, honestly, this thing is dumping with all these yellow X's. You might not even get the chance for that retest, but you don't want to FOMO into a short on all these red candles. I would hopefully wait for another move to the upside before jumping in and looking for some shorts. But definitely not looking good, guys. 4-hour yellow X could definitely bring us down more. Shout out to Thesis himself. Remember, Mafia, don't FOMO. Wait for confirmations. Use the lower time frames to dissect the higher time frames price action. Woo, baby! Thesis himself, spitting the sauce himself. Guys, I did ship Thesis himself a little cup of sauce, and he's right there sharing it with the rest of the Mafia. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. I wish I could... I wish you could pin super chats. That's stupid that you can't pin super chats. But yeah. But let's see. That's fine. He'll buy back in. Yeah. Frankie's already let go of his V-chain. Yeah. I actually still think I hold a little bit of my V-chain, but I sold a lot of my V-chain at the top, to be honest. That was one that I got pretty decent exit point on. But Frankie sold all his Gala. I did sell some of my Gala, but I believe, actually, I should probably check. Do I still hold? I think I still hold some of my Gala. To be honest, I don't really hold much altcoins now in the bear market, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, I do. Yeah, I do not hold any Gala at this point. Just for anybody who's curious. I have no problem sharing with you guys what I hold and don't hold. If anyone ever asks questions, I have no problem sharing that information. I do not hold any Gala right now. But yeah. I did buy in. At certain points when we first started our live streams. Got some nice buy-ins for Gala. Wrote it up. actually sold for profit, and then never bought. I had not bought back in yet. But, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. 550 likes. We're spinning that wheel 30 times for 30K subscribers. And I might just beef up those giveaways just because I'm super happy about hitting 30K. Yeah, Wick, I will say that. One of the only altcoins that I'm really accumulating at this moment is XRP. Yes. Let's see. Only top tier elites drink Aztecian cactus moss water. Get on Frank's level. Shout out. Oh, that's hot sauce. Don't want to drink that. But, yeah, Gallo looking ugly, guys. But there you go. There's a little bit of a idea of what I would be looking for a potential short entry on it. Hopefully you could get a nice... Yeah, hopefully you could get a little bounce here. Now, granted, I mean, you do have a potential bull div, looking to form here in the near future. I would not be expecting this to bring you up very high, but that could be where you actually get that retest of these levels here. So, yeah, I mean, maybe you get a 15... yeah, potential that 15-minute bull div could bring you up in to this local golden pocket, which is where I would be looking to enter some shorts. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's see. King Bay says, yikes. It's so hard to tell what you guys are talking about sometimes. Bloody Mary in the Brit voice. I'm a killing the SRP. Bada boom, bada boom. Let's see. Tony D, can you see me? Can you ask if he can take a look at Solo? Yeah, we could take a look at Solo. Don't drink hot sauce on the wheel. Oh, do it. Drink hot sauce on the wheel. Pain and pleasure. If we get 550 likes, I will put that on the wheel. I'll make it a decent chunk, too. Yeah, run it up, baby. Run it up to 550. Watch your boy, Frankie Candles, drink some hot sauce. Let's get it. But with that being said, guys, let's continue on here with our altcoins. Yeah, Crypto Pollo. I mean, really, again, the only thing I see bullish are those higher time frames, but they're just not playing out yet. And, like, get with the program, guys. Hurry up before the opportunity passes itself. That didn't make sense. But, yeah, it's like, yeah, those higher time frames are only going to look bullish for so long. Granted, they do take time to play out, but, I mean, they don't last forever. But anyway, moving on here, let's go ahead and continue on with ADA and XRP. ADA, let's go. Move these headphones. All right, let's take a look at Cardano. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Big dumps on these altcoins, guys. Big dumps on these altcoins. Boom. All right, let's see. Looking at the daily. Yeah. Yeah, well, I wish there was a way to easily find clips. We were talking about this when we broke this value area low and bearishly retested with the confirmation of that yellow X. You can see we circled that yellow X. Because if you guys watch the stream a lot, you will know that we constantly talk about the breakdowns, the bearish retests, the confirmation of the yellow X or the blood diamond, and the big dump to the downside. So can't say that this is much of a surprise as we just see this continue to play out. But yeah, Cardano. Yeah, it was Cardano. It was Cardano that made the lower lows. Guys, this is not a good look, and this is actually making me feel a little bit more bearish on Bitcoin. Just seeing these altcoins make lower lows. 30 cents incoming is the question that everybody wants to know the answer to. And let's go ahead and see. Let's pull up that VPVR. Bada boom. Okay. Yeah, let's reassess the situation here. Okay, that is this is not the chart we want to look at. Let's look at the Bitfinex chart with much more price data, and let's see. Let's see. This is 6 cents. I don't know if we're going down to 6 cents, but yeah, I mean this was our support. Ugh, baby. This is getting shady, guys. This is definitely getting shady. Definitely getting shady. All right, let's see. This is like 20 cents. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, at about, almost 30 cents. Let me mark this out. Let me just mark these levels real quick. I'm not even going to put that value area high. Yeah. So, yeah, about 29 cents, guys, is... Yeah, 29 cents could be in the cards here. 29 cents could be in the cards. If we lose that 29 cents, that value area low coming in at about 20 cents might be the next stop for Cardano. Definitely not. Better yet, 550, you do the one chip challenge. Oh, God, I'll tell you this. I don't know. I think I'd have to get 1 million likes to do the one chip challenge. I am not the guy for the one chip challenge. I will tell you that, right? I am not going to try to front. I am not the guy for the one chip challenge. I'd probably die. But anyway, guys, I would watch this level at about 28 cents. If we lose that level, probably, might be coming down to that value area low at about 19 cents. Not impossible. But yeah, oh God, guys, not looking good for Cardano. And then 8 hour, looking to potentially form a little bull div here. So that could give you a short-term move to the upside. But yeah, red dot on the daily has not even printed yet. It is looking to print here. But now you guys have the levels definitely looking pretty bearish. Blood diamond on your 1 hour. Yeah, the alts are dumping, guys. The alts are dumping. Look at this. Let's go. That now you got the levels to look for. I'll try. Yeah, I mean, 35 cents. We're here. We are. Yeah, not not looking so good, guys. Not looking so good. That's for Cardano. Not all the green dots in the world can save you there. Potential 1 hour bull div here could give you a little bounce to the upside once that prints. But again, not even printing yet. And with the daily red dot not even printing yet and looking to print here pretty soon, I would lean pretty bearish on Cardano. And again, with our chart here, looking at that bearish retest of that value area low with the confirmation of that yellow X was not the most shocking thing ever. Takes time for these things to play out, breakdown, bearish retest, yellow X, absolute dump to the downside. But let's go ahead and move on. Crypto Poyo says we tried. Let's see. Big love, Frankie. Thanks for the awesome content, dude. KGD, shout out to you, man. Thank you for the love. Not looking so good. It's looking thin, amazing. Bloody Mary, shout out to Cobra. All right, let's see. Moving on to our next altcoins. Let's see. Where'd our chart? Okay, XRP. Let's take a look at XRP. As you guys know, XRP, we were looking at this bear div, right? We were looking at this, guys. I guess this wound up playing out pretty beautifully. So this, bear div from wick to wick so far, down about 18%. Actually, this one came down obviously right here. For a nice little move, and now we are just come up for the bearish retest. Now we are continuing to the downside, looking at the daily, VWAP below that zero line for quite some time. This is likely going to turn up at some point, but again, on XRP could just be getting started here. Not even printing that red dot just yet, but the VWAP is coming down, and we're already starting to see a move down off that bear div. Right, bear div on the daily. We were talking about this a while ago when it was forming. Get that move to the downside, and then the weekly is starting to show print a red candle here, and we have not even printed the red dot yet. So it could be this could be the start of a move to the downside for XRP, just looking based off of that stuff. But your 12-hour is getting pretty oversold. 6 hours giving you that green dot showing that you are oversold. Not indicative of a massive launch to the upside, but could give you a little bit of a bounce here. Looking at that 4 hour, you have that confirmed green dot, and now it's looking like it wants to roll over on itself. And then that red dot on the 2 hour looking to print as well. So definitely leaning a little bit more bearish on XRP, guys. Your next level of major support is coming in at about 44 cents. And then below that, let's pull up our VPVR, see where the volume's being traded. So if we come down to that 44-cent level and we lose that level, could it be a pretty quick ride down to about 40 cents right down here? You can see we do have a little bit of a volume gap here. Not the biggest volume gap, but we could get a decently quick move down to about 40 cents if we continue to the downside here for XRP. And again, just by looking at Market Cipher B, it is looking pretty bearish. And again, again, we were talking about this. This would have been a beautiful short entry off this bearish divergence on the daily that we were talking about. The October 10th, I guess. We were looking at this thing we were looking at it, waiting for it to print, and then it finally printed. So yeah, we were looking at this for a while. But continuing on here, let's go ahead and Shady is not good. King Bays, absolutely. Bear moves make us rich. Trust feed, absolutely, guys. As you know, we can profit off of these moves to the downside. So when the market looks bearish, I'm not feeling bad because we are making money on these moves to the downside by shorting the market. And again, guys, if you want to short the market or short your favorite altcoins, don't forget to check out our Femex link in the description down below, and I'm sure someone will put it here in chat. We do have a great Femex deal. Depending on how much money you deposit into Femex, they will deposit bonus funds for you to trade with into your account. So you get a little bit of free money. And then your boy Frankie Candles gets a little bit of support, like I always say, to keep that neon sign lit in the background. Use that link in the description if you guys are looking to short the market here. Also, you can check our KuCoin link if you're looking to short on KuCoin. You can also trade futures on KuCoin. And also, the cool thing about KuCoin is they have so many altcoins. They have over 600 altcoins. A lot of them are offered on leverage. So if you want to short those as well, KuCoin is a good place to look as well. Also, link in the description if you want to get the CandleMafia exclusive deal. Also, shout out to Wendell. Wendell, welcome in, man. Thank you for being here, bro. Let's see. I'm currently in a 4-year-long. Let's go. Okay, let's get it. Moving on here, again, still bearish on XRP. If you guys saw me on Coffee and Crypto, I think like last week, I actually think it was last Monday. It was when this, I think it might have been last Monday or maybe last Tuesday, potentially. But last time I was on Coffee and Crypto, I was showing this bear div saying, like, doesn't look too good, especially with that weekly coming down. So that actually aged pretty well. Happy about that. Yeah, KuCoin and Femex are great. Those are my two main exchanges, guys. If I'm not trading on KuCoin, I'm trading on Femex. I do more of my spot trading on KuCoin, and then I also do leverage trading on KuCoin as well. I love their platform, but Femex is where I do a lot of my leverage as well. All right, let's see. Let's see. What is our next coin that we are looking for? Let's check it. Let's see. Seller. Let me just check the time here. 500 people still in the live, guys. 100 more likes, and we're going to hit 550. Should we do the Frankie Candles 1, 2, 3, hit that like button, because we always get like 50. We could probably get up to 500 in a second. So if you are watching this live stream on your phone, put your finger, hover it right above that like button, but don't click it just yet. And for you guys watching on your computer, go ahead and hover that mouse button over that like button. If you're watching on a TV, I don't know how you like it. So if you can figure out how to like it, do that. If not, we'll RIP to those likes. But on the count of 3, oh, it's jumping up already. Hang on. On 3, we hit that like button. 1, 2, 3. Smash that like button. Let's see if we can get that thing to jump up to 500 in the next 30 seconds. But continuing on here, let's check it. Let's see. Let's look at the Binance. Oh, baby. Oh, this thing is crushed. Okay. I'm feeling good today, guys. I'm feeling real good. Must be that Aztecian cactus moss water. Let's go. All right, Frankie, I love your streams. Thank you for working so hard for your community. Bruce, just because of you, I'm hanging out in Discord tonight. For a little bit. I still gotta eat food and stuff and maybe sleep a little bit. But just because of that, I will be in the Discord tonight. Pluto Alliance, let's go. Shout out LFG. Shout out to the Pluto Alliance. Who is that? Is that DZ? Is that Justin? Is that Taco? I have a feeling it's Taco. Shout out to Taco from Pluto Alliance. Guys, go follow Pluto Alliance. The JPEG Junkies project is killing it. So shout out to Pluto Alliance. Go ahead and go follow NFT Alpha if you guys are not already. And if you guys are JPEG junkies or NFT junkies, go ahead and follow NFT Alpha for all the alpha on NFTs. But yeah, let me know who is it. I bet you it's Taco. Let's see. Yay, Dad. See you there. Hey, it's Taco. Guys, low-key, I caught Taco in the kitchen at the office the other day. Taco, I hate to out you live on the internet here, guys, but I saw Taco in the office, in the kitchen. He was eating a burrito. You can't eat burritos, Taco. I thought we went over this. It's okay though. Mafia, keep it on the low. We don't want to. Yeah, keep it on the low. We love Taco, but you can't be eating burritos. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Taco. Thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate you. But continuing on here, on seller here, let's go ahead and take a look. Ooh, interesting. Potential. Is that a bull div? Let's see. No bullish divergence on the daily, but your VWAP is coming up towards the zero line. Money flow in the red, so it is looking a little more bearish, but you could get a little pop to the upside once you print that green dot. Last time, I swear, no more burritos. Shout out to Taco. But let's see. Moving on here. Confirmed yellow X on your 2-day, but you're getting some green candles. VWAP, green dot confirmed. 2-day in the green, kind of flat there. Kind of hard to read this one. Your 8-hour looking to roll back up to the upside. And there you go. There's your green dot and immediate red dot. The bears do not want to go away. Blood diamond printing on your 90-minute. This is more bearish. Yeah, let's pull some volume. Actually, I will take this volume right here. This is yeah, I will. Yeah, let's take a different level actually. Let's go to the 4-hour and let's pull our volume from. Where do I want to pull this? Well, let's pull it from here to here and see what it gives us. Okay, let's see. Zooming in here, yeah, you might lose this value area. Yeah, this does not look good, guys. Long story short, does not look good. But, yeah, money flow crossing back into the red on the 15-minute with that red dot. I do think you could potentially come a little bit lower here. Let's go ahead and find out where these key levels are. So you did get a move right down to that golden pocket. Almost kissed it to the dollar. But, yeah, if you continue to lose that value area, I would expect to potentially find some support on this local golden pocket / point of control. Let's pull up our VP VR real quick. I know it's VR VP, guys. I know it is. It just sounds better. I know. But yeah, I mean, big volume gap here. Yeah, I mean, if we break this local golden pocket, guys, it could be a quick move down to the 786 at about 13 cents. I'll leave that there. So yeah, and definitely looking more bearish with that blood diamond on the 90-minute printing here with the 4-hour red dot. The writing's on the wall here. This thing could potentially come down a little further. And again, with that big volume gap right here, I would expect price to, if we lose this golden pocket, to get a quick shot down to that 786, which is coming in at about 1 cent. 0.013 cents. Dump it. 500 likes. Hey, look at that. See, sometimes you just got to do the altogether like it now. That's what I call that move. The altogether like it now. It's like I don't know what I'm saying, guys. I might have been going on for. I might be streaming for too long here. Losing my mind. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, who's a trader? Somebody's a trader. Sleep is for the gainless. Yeah, tell me, Crash, tell me about it. Shout out to you, bro. Let's see. Trader, you trader. Oh, God, I always feel like I miss stuff out. Frankie must have had Warrior Select this morning. Great work, sir. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you. Let's see. Yo, Frankie, can you check out this fractal on XRP? Crypto Sup Surfer, what is going on, man? Daily time frame from 2019, September 2019 to October 2020. Crypto Sup Surfer, we're running out of time. I don't know if I'm going to have time to look at that today, but bring it up to tomorrow. Bring it up on tomorrow's stream, and I will try to bring it up first for you. Hey, Frankie, did you hear about what happened between Tim and Jeb? Tim is no longer on coffee and crypto. Satoshi, yeah, listen. I do know about the situation. It's an unfortunate situation. I don't know really any details about it. It's none of my business. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It stinks that happened. But again, I don't really know any of the details. And again, none of my business. I like Jeb and I like Tim, and I like them all. So I don't know what happened, but None of my business. But I love them all. They're all good people. But let's see. Sometimes, guys, sometimes bad things, sometimes unfortunate things just happen. I think especially on the internet, people like to pick sides or, but sometimes just, I've quit jobs, right, on good terms, right? Like, hey, I don't like it here anymore. I want to leave, but you guys are awesome. It's just not a good fit, right? And I still talk to like prior bosses that I've had. I still have a relationship with them. So sometimes things just don't work out. It's not always like a he said, she said kind of thing, or blame this guy, blame that guy. Again, I know nothing about the situation, but it's sometimes unfortunate things happen. Sad to see, but I wish them all, the best of luck. And I don't think it's the end of Frankie Candles and Jeb or Frankie Candles and Tim at all. But again, none of my business. I wish them all the best. Hey, what do you think about footpin trading? We might get into a little bit of that a little further down the road. Shout out to D in chat. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. I put it on Discord. Awesome. Thank you, Crips Subserver. I'll try to check that out. Hey, Frankie, missed you yesterday. Hope all's well. Just Jim. No problem. Guys, real quick, I wasn't able to stream yesterday. I had some people be like, hey, man, everything okay? Everything's totally fine. I got Mrs. Candles some Post Malone tickets for her birthday. I don't know why I didn't say this. I should have. It would have been fun. But yeah, we just went to the Post Malone concert last night. Woo, baby, did he put on a show. Shout out to Post Malone. One of the most incredible concerts I've ever been to in my life. He brought out brought out Sway Lee, 21 Savage, Quavo, Lil Baby. He brought out so many people. Roddy Ricch was there. It was crazy. It was one of the best concerts I've ever seen. Super cool. All right, yeah, got to get on that Discord. Absolutely. If you guys are not in that Discord, please, for the love of God, get in that Discord. But, guys, we got 512 likes, super close to 550. As we wind down here, I will take a look at Crow, the Golden Pocket Panda, new K-pop single released by Frankie and the Mods. Frankie and the Mods, that sounds like an amazing group. It's Frankie and the Mods. Oh, I like it. I can already hear it. Let's go. Okay. Frankie, say hey. I usually don't chat, but watched since before 10K. Sam, what is going on, Sam? Galay. Shout out to you. Thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate the lurkers, too. I'm personally a lurker on YouTube. I was never a big chatter or commenter. Now I am. If I hop into any of my friends' streams, if I hop into Evan Aldo's stream or Jason Casper or Lifer or anyone else's stream, I always show love. I comment because I know it's good for the algorithm. But I was always a lurker. So we appreciate lurkers. I can relate to you. So no need to chat. I appreciate you watching. But shout out to you, man. Thank you for showing your face. And what's up? I'm Frankie Candles. Nice to officially meet you. Get some FaceTime here, bro. Shout out to Sam. All right, let's go, LFG. Go to Discord, guys. Let's go. Can you look? All right, so I am going to look at Crow. This is my last one I'm going to look at because I do got to go make this BitBoy crypto video. But without further ado, let's take a look at Crow. Oh, guys, yeah, this is a bear market, guys. I don't know. I wonder when the last bear was holding on. I bet you, this was the level. It was it's still a bull market, and then it was what? Okay, fine, bear market. But yeah, down 91%, guys. This is a bear market. These are the tales of the bear market when altcoins drop by 90%. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, let's see. Okay, gotcha. All right, awesome. All right, let's see here. Let's just go ahead and pull some volume. Your daily green dot gave you a little pop to the upside, but you were only making a lower high. Looks like you could come back down and revisit this value area low at about 9 cents. Currently coming in at 10 cents, but I do just want to pull a fixed range volume profile right here. Right there, bada boom, bada bing. And then I do just want to mark this out as your macro VAL. And then, yeah, you got double POCs here. Okay, cool. Boom, get rid of that. And, yeah, crypto code 88. I can't wait for 2024 as well. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look here at Crow. Now, again, that daily green dot brought you up a little bit. You got a nice bounce off this low at about 9 cents. and then you came back into the value area, and now you're coming down to test that value area low again at about 10 cents. If we break this level, likely we will come down and revisit these lows at about 9 cents. So those are some levels to the downside to watch. But again, Crow, one of these coins that wicked down and made another lower low, for our bear cycle here. So definitely not a good sign. So these are some levels I would watch on Crow. Daily, looking to print that red dot here pretty soon. Your weekly is, weekly looking to print a green dot here, honestly. But again, 3-day, looking like it wants to cool off. Your 4-day is printing a green dot. So this is looking more similar to Bitcoin with the green dots printing all over the higher time frames. But again, we're not getting much juice out of the daily or the 2-day. Likely that we might not get too much juice out of these higher time frames as well, which would really be a bummer. Because if these higher time frames do not play out on Bitcoin, guys, it does look like you could get a drop to the downside. What's my lurker account? Crypto Pollo asks, or Bitcoin Chicken as I like to call him. But my lurker account is Frankie Candles. I just lurk on my Frankie Candles account. It is funny. It is really cool to have the Frankie Candles account because I could watch, there's some streamers that some YouTubers like CryptoFace, right? I've watched CryptoFace forever. But now, I comment in his stream, and it's everyone's like, oh, look, Frankie Candles is here, and everyone knows me. Weird. Super mind-blowing. Super cool, though. Shout out to CryptoFace. But where in New York are you from, Matt B? I am from Long Island. From Long Island, baby. So there you go. Crow looking, looking similar to Bitcoin. So not looking as bearish as some of these other alts, but 12-hour red dot, 16-hour red dot. Yeah, looking very similar to Bitcoin in my opinion. Yeah, VWAP coming up here. So looking similar to Bitcoin, not as bearish as some of these alts. However, now you have some levels to watch on Crow. But guys, with all that being said, I think that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. We are running out of time, and I gotta go do this BitBoy Crypto video as always. So let's go ahead and pull up our wheel of pain and pleasure. Guys, don't forget, if you want to enter in to win this week's giveaway, we will be giving away some free crypto. So if you want to join in and enter into that, all you got to do is like and comment and be a subscriber and watch. I can't track if you watched it, but be a subscriber, like, and comment on our latest video talking about divergences. It's best trading strategy for beginners. So check that out. We dive deep into divergences, and not only regular divergences, but the main point of the video is to teach you guys about hidden bullish and hidden bearish divergences, because there is not a difference, but they look obviously different. So I show you how to identify them on the chart, and because we don't really talk that much about hidden divergences. I see them, I bring them up from time to time, but I for those people who hear other YouTubers talk about it or me mention it, I've never really explained them. So I just wanted to kind of clear that up for you guys. So definitely a super, super saucy video. So go check that out. Leave a like, leave a comment, be a subscriber, and definitely watch the video because there's tons of sauce in there. But make sure you watch, like, and comment, and be a subscriber to enter into our giveaway. And with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and spin this wheel. Did we hit 550? Are we spinning it? Oh, baby, so close. 525 likes, guys. Rip it up to 550. Before we finish spinning the wheel, and I'll spin it 30 times for you guys. But let's go. Spin numero uno. Let's get it. Great show, Frankie Austin. See, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Also, guys, tomorrow night is going to be a super, super epic stream. Do not miss it. We're having Gareth the God Soloway on the channel once again. Shout out to Gareth for always coming on the channel. One of our favorite collabs that we do. And honestly, personally, Gareth is one of my favorite people in this space. Gareth is one of those people that has earned the right to have like a huge ego and, pick and choose who he works with. And, it's just not there. He's the most down-to-earth, the nicest, most down-to-earth guy that you could possibly meet. I love chopping it up with him before we get on stream. Super, super good guy. So excited and super smart guy. So super excited to see him, see what he has to say tomorrow on the live stream. So don't miss it. He will be on here, same time, same place. So don't miss that. But there we go. Starting off strong with the giveaway, guys. Spin numero dos. Ooh, 540 likes, guys. We're creeping our way up there. Let's get it. Let's get it. Frankie Candles got that energy back. Let's go. Shout out giveaway number 2. Ooh, 540 likes. 10 more likes, people. Let's go. Let's go. 9 more. Let's go. Slams door. 550 or I leave the stream early. Oh, my God. Everybody's leaving. You guys are funny. Let's see. I made it before you ended my like count, but going to the beginning now. Shout out to Mine. Mine? Congrats on the giveaway. By the way, Mine, shout out to you. Let's see. Hope I win. I'm dummy broke. Hey, Astro Zombie. Shout out to you. Astro Zombie, why are you familiar? Astro Zombie, I know you. Do I know you from the New Money Gang streams? Astro Zombie, if I remember your name from the New Money Gang streams, I ran the board for New Money Gang one time when they did a stream. I filled in for BJ because no one was available, and I was like, I could probably do it. Let me just jump in. And I did it. And am I remembering you from that chat? Because if so, I officially am the... Yeah. Oh, shout out to Pluto. Says, catch you tomorrow, Frankie. Head into the softball game to play with Ben and Justin. Hey, let's go. Shout out to the Pluto Alliance. And shout out to the Bit Boy Bombers, the Bit Boy Bombers. Shout out to you guys. Hope you guys win. Shout out to Taco. Thank you for stopping by, bro. And he says, smash that like. Hey. Taco said it, not me. Shout out to Taco. Thanks for coming by, bro. Anthony Soprano telling us 550. Oh, baby. We're spinning the wheel 30 times. I'm just going to keep clicking, guys. By the way, guys, just so you guys know, somebody took a like away. Oh, no. I was going to spin it 30 times anyway, guys. How could we hit 30K subscribers and not hit it 30 times? Let's go. You guys are going to win a lot of giveaways today. Let's see. King, you back tomorrow? Josh Angelici, my paisan, are you talking about me? I will be back tomorrow. We're here every single weekday at 5:45 p.m. doing 2 hours of TA straight. So if you got what it takes to join the Mafia, which you're already in, yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. I don't even know if you're talking to me or somebody in chat, but I will be here every weekday, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. Let's see. Like, baby. Let's go. Crypto Sup Surfer. Thank you, bro. Yes, sir. Boom. Yeah, beautiful. John, we will be here every weekday, 5:45, every single day. New Money Gang, my favorite show before yours. Astro Zombie. I can't believe I remember you. Bro, that was like a year ago. I remember you, Astro Zombie. I just remember seeing your name. I knew it. That is crazy. Kind of weird. It's like, I don't know if I should be proud of remembering that or if I should feel like there's something wrong with me that I'm able to remember that. Astro Zombie, what is up, dude? Crazy. At that time, at that point in time, as I was, running that board and seeing you chat in that New Money Gang stream, I never thought that I would be on the other side of that camera with you in my chat. Absolutely crazy. Insane. I just watched a video. Andrew Tate is some extremely short shorts, and I can't unsee it. Add hot sauce to the wheel. Oh, baby. Add hot sauce to the wheel. Shane Kerr. Okay. All right. Fine. I will. But I'm only going to do it once. Drink hot sauce. Drink hot sauce. Okay, but I am... I'm going to go ahead and do this, though. Oh, I can't change. How come I can't change the... Hold up. File, no. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm rigging this one, guys. We'll make this 0.1. No, 0.01. Oh, God, no. It won't let me... oh, God, this is a nightmare. Okay. All right, we're going to land on it, I guess. I guess I'm drinking hot sauce tonight, guys. 30K subscribers. Let's do it. And shout out to Hotline Pepper Products. Hotline Pepper Products? Yeah, let's go. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for the hot sauce. It's delicious. Thank you. And, yeah, I mean, people send me stuff a lot. And, I don't always just, I shout it out as much as I can. But Yeah, I actually do like this. I've been drinking it. I don't drink hot sauce, guys. Not normally. But I've been eating it. Like you'll see. I've been putting this on food. Like I didn't just. If this was not good hot sauce, I wouldn't have talked about it. I do like it though. Again, not a huge hot sauce guy. But for me to like this hot sauce is pretty big. Let's see. Oh, actually, I think you guys lowered your odds of winning. But hey, I guess you probably want to see me drink hot sauce. There it is. No. Okay. I'm going to spin it 30 times and then we'll drink it as I get off. And I'll say this. It's actually not going to be that gross. This is like this pineapple hot sauce is not bad. Not a bad one to like take a little sip of. Let's see. Dan says, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not going to get, it's not my business. Shout out to Dan. I appreciate you for being here. I'm just not going to, I don't know. It's not my business. Let's see. My daughter did and got sick afterwards, so be careful. Yeah, I'm not gonna like chug it. I'm just gonna take a. You guys are probably gonna be pretty disappointed. I'm gonna take a little sip. But hey, it's pretty good stuff. 17 spins so far, guys. This is gonna be some wild. This is gonna be a wild giveaway. We might have to break this one into a couple of weeks. Let's see. Cyber Splash, what is going on? Shout out to you. Drinks hot sauce at 50K subscribers. Shout out. Let's go. Let's see. No changing size. Dave Digital. Trying to catch me. Trying to not let me slide. You guys are too funny. We might have to start doing 3-hour streams, guys. We might have to start doing 3-hour streams. Because 2 hours just ain't enough. 2 hours ain't enough. Not enough time for me to speak with my people. Let's see. Each time it lands on hot sauce, you take a sip. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Pineapple habanero is fire. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Thanks for the sauce tonight, Frankie. The wife made meatloaf tonight, ready to pour that ish all over it. Have a good night, everyone. Be safe. Peace, y'all. Shout out to Ryan Mack. Bro, thank you for being here through this amazing journey. That is the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. I appreciate you, bro. Shane Kerr, definitely a sauce guy. Let's go. Puerto Rico in the house. Nico, what is going on? All the way from Puerto Rico. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for tuning in from so far away. 24. Let's go. Bada boom. Cyber Splash, what's going on, bro? Love Puerto Rico, bro. All hail Triotis. I don't even know what that is. That hot sauce? Frankie, I already take a 30% pay cut when you stream. So worth it, though. Shout out to Dave Digital. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, no, that was another drink. Hot sauce. All right, let's see. What do we got? 25. 5 more, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Bada boom, baby. Bada boom. Bada boom. Oh, no. Another hot sauce. Oh, boy. Spin it again. Let that flute slap early. Let's go. Another giveaway. Let's go. Let's see. 28. 2 more spins, baby. Let's go. Jamming. Let's go, baby. Bada boom. Let's go for some XRP from Tony D. Oh, no, Tony D. They're calling for your XRP giveaways. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. All right, I think this is our last one. 29. And you know your boy Frankie Candles ain't going to let you go out with 30 even, guys. We're doing one for good luck. Let's go. Hopefully it doesn't land on hot sauce. You also got Mafias here. Japan Senpai Frankie. Let's go. Shout out to Ken coming in from Japan. Dang. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's see what we got here. We've got... I'm going to count off the ones that are not giveaways because it's probably easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 non-giveaways out of 30 giveaways. Mods, that's for you. And there's there's a way too many hot sauces here, if I'm being honest, for me to actually drink that amount of hot sauce. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jam this track. And drink some of this hot sauce. Let's go.
Tyler Ramos.
Shake it up. Here we go. I love you, CandleMafia. I hate that you make me drink hot sauce, though. Okay, that was like a whole tug full. There's not a lot of hot sauce that you could just take a sip of. This one's good. Shout out to Hotline Pepper Products. Shout out to you guys. This stuff's pretty good. And I'm still probably going to put this on my dinner tonight, too. So I could take a sip and put it on my dinner. Not too spicy. Mild. And I guess they're from Texas. Pineapple habanero sauce. It's medium. Do they have a website here? Yeah. I'm not affiliated, guys. Literally just sent me free hot sauce, and it's good. Hotlinepepper.com. Hotlinepepper.com. Go check them out. I'm not a hot sauce guy, so habanero is pretty hot for me. But guys, with all that being said, I gotta take these headphones off because I hear my voice and it's echoing and it's making me sound like I'm drunk. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight's stream. Ran way late tonight. We still got 200 people in here. Thank you all. Oh no, 300 people in here. Thank you all for sticking around to the end of the stream. Thank you so much for 572 likes. Smash that like button on your way out, and don't forget to check out that Divergence video, best trading strategies for beginners, to enter in to win our XRP giveaway, or maybe ADA giveaway, our crypto giveaway. That was weak sauce. Come on. Shout out to you guys. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got. Don't forget to watch that video, leave a like, leave a comment, and be a subscriber to enter in to get those free cryptos. Maybe get some free Bitcoins. But anyway, guys, that's all the time I got for it tonight. And again, we're doing a crazy giveaway this week for 30K. Again, thank you so much to the community for getting us to 30K. Absolutely insane. I love each and every single one of you. And shout out to Astro Zombie. I can't believe I remembered you, bro. You guys are all important to me. You guys are not just numbers. You guys are this YouTube channel. My mouth is watering because it's on fire. But you guys are this YouTube channel. I'm just a guy on camera. I could not be more grateful, and I will never take for granted the community we have here and the position I am in to be able to hang out with you guys every single day and do what I love. And that's 2 hours of TA every single day with the CandleMafia. With all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Hopefully they shout me out next time. That's all I got. Shout out. Here's to 40K, guys. I'll see you next time. Frank Candles out. Bing bong. Oh my God, so hot. Hey, give me the water. Give me the water. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh my God. Oh God, I'm live? What? Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.